All right, everybody pumped up about the Arena Football League. The buzz is as good as it's as ever, to be honest with you. And really, there hasn't been much in terms of advertising with season tickets. And already, just the short buzz that has gone on here, and the announcement made several weeks ago, 800 season tickets have been sold. George Manias is the VP of Business Operations for the new Albany Arena Football League team. Good morning, George, in our studio. Nice to have you with us.
Good morning. Thank you very, very much for having me. Good to be back home.
So, what's the name?
Patience,
Come
Roger.
on.
Patience.
The Albany Patience. I don't know that
Chris
I
knows
like
me
that. The
too well.
Albany Patience.
They come in here and I was like, wow, what's this? What's this?
Right.
So sooner than, is that going to be, will that be announced by Tuesday? Because that's
It will
your
not.
big day. Okay.
No, it will not be announced by Tuesday. So behind the scenes, we as everybody is well aware, we had the Name the Team contest.
Yep. How'd that go, by the way?
Fantastic. We had basically over 10,000 people submit names. We brought that down to the Final Four, where at that point, then we had another close to 10,000 people voting on those names, and we basically received the winner, so the one with the most votes. But behind the scenes, we can't just announce the name of the team. So we want to do it properly. We want to make the big reveal, so to speak. So, but there's a lot of legal work that needs to be done behind that. So we have to get URLs, and we have to create logos and marks. We have to create a mascot. We have to create uniforms, everything that goes behind all of that. So that's the plan now. That's what we're doing behind the scenes. And then when we have all of that handled, then we will have the big reveal, and there'll be an event based around that. We hope that's right around the holidays.
Okay, sounds good. I won't ask you again. You're going to ask a follow-up?
Well, no, I'm just going to make a comment. Because
tough group, George.
I have thought for a while that it would be the Phoenix.
Yeah.
So remember when the NHL announces their franchise in Vegas and it's the Golden Knights, and there's a local tie-in here, George. I promise I'm not wasting your time. They announced the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Our College of St. Rose Golden Knights, now you have a lawsuit battle over naming rights and stuff like that. So if it is indeed the Phoenix, you have Elon College or Elon University that is also the Phoenix. So if it is the Phoenix, there could be some legalities being worked on in the background.
Yeah.
That's all.
And what George just said makes sense. It's not just so easy just to throw the name out. There's a lot of things that go on before you can release and launch. So we get that, and we'll have it first one way or the other. It just won't be today. That's all.
Are you saying it's the Phoenix? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what he's saying?
We already know, George.
Oh, do you?
So,
okay.
yeah, no, I'm just kidding. All right, let's get to the big event. The reason that you're here is there is a big first event for Capital Region fans of Arena Football League. You want to know more about it and seating arrangements and tickets and all that is happening on Tuesday night at the Times Union Center.
Yes, very happy to announce our first public event. So obviously, as people are well aware, with the press conference a few weeks back, we announced that the Arena Football League is coming back to the Capital Region, and the excitement now is that it's our over the last probably 3 weeks since I've started, we've been building the staff, getting ready, getting operationally oriented and functional, and we are ready to roll out our first major event, and that's going to be at the Times Union Center on Tuesday, December 5th from 5 to 8. It's an open house, select your seat night. So it's a chance for fans to come down to the arena, physically see the seating sections, the setup that we're going to have for all the different areas, the VIP sections, the field zone sections, party zone sections, everything that we're offering. It's a chance for fans to physically sit in seats, see seats, see the layout. Unfortunately, we don't have the field down. We're still working in progress of getting the field and getting it into Albany, but it'll paint the picture. And so the event is from 5 to 8, and on top of that, there'll be special opportunities for folks to meet and greet our ownership group, which obviously will consist of Ron Jaworski, Marcus Colston, our coach as well, Coach Rob Keefe. And we're also going to have Touchdown Eddie Brown in the mix as well. He'll be there to shake hands as well and meet the fans and really talk about the glory days, which we hope to bring back. That's part of the plan here.
I will give him the biggest hug of the night. Touchdown Eddie. I talked to him because when this whole thing were going on, I was like, all right, there's got to be Touchdown Eddie involved. And I called. He said, "Yeah, I kind of hear that may have." This is a little while before you. And then when we had lunch with you guys, I knew you were going to reach out to him. And listen, he is a big part of the success of the past. So there's no reason not to have him front and center somewhere at a public event like this.
Yeah, it's been the reception that I've gotten since I've been back here in Albany has been fantastic. And, to your point, over 800 season tickets. We haven't even picked up the phone yet to make an outbound effort. That's what this kickoff is all about. But since I've been here kind of talking to the business community and trying to get the word out, it's been nothing but, great reception. And everybody I speak to talk about, they talk about the old days and the Firebirds, and Eddie Brown has always been a topic of that conversation.
Yeah, he was very good, and then he was perfect for the Arena League because he was a character, he was a personality, and you need guys like that in that
Looking
league.
forward to getting him back here.
All right, so we know the name Touchdown Eddie Brown, how great he was.
Right.
We have a head coach. There's a name, but we don't know it yet. Do we have players? I know they're going to be tryouts, but when we spoke with Coach Keefe on the phone when his hiring was announced, he made it sound like, look, we have some guys in mind. We're going to be aggressive to make this team competitive as quickly as possible. So I would imagine, aside from kind of the open tryout format, there are players targeted by this franchise, are there not?
There are definitely players targeted. So it just so happens, the way the league has been with the state of the league and the way we've been kind of reshaping the state of the league to get it moving forward in a positive direction, the CBA has basically all the players' contract ended last season. So everyone in the league is a free agent. So it's a pool of talent out there that it's a recruiting method now. So it's whose coaches can get out there and recruit the best. And we feel, at the very least, we have at least the second best guy, because Philly, you can't argue with their success and back-to-back championships. People are going to want to go back there and play for them and the way they've been treated, and they're just a top-notch organization, of course. So our coach, we feel, is going to be right behind that and recruiting players. So my job here, as part of that, is to make sure we have the proper facilities for the players to want to come to Albany and play here in Albany. So top-notch practice facilities, locker rooms, the state-of-the-art, facilities, and everything that we're trying to accomplish behind the scenes for the players to have a reason to come back. I want to give the coach the tools to work with when he's out there recruiting. But he's successful already in the AFL, and he's got that one-to-one contact with players. The coaching staff, I don't know if you saw some of the most recent press releases, but the coaching staff that we're putting together, top-notch. So people are going to want to play for us. I feel we're going to be very, very competitive immediately.
Well, Coach Keefe we had him on. The energy level just over the phone, I could feel him just ready to jump through the phone, and he doesn't even drink coffee.
That's right.
Right? I said, he said, no, we don't. I don't even drink coffee.
Right.
But he's got a lot of energy, and I did like when he said everybody's a free agent, so go get. There's not a draft.
That's right.
So go make some phone calls and get somebody, and obviously the first order of business is getting a quarterback.
Right. That number one, right?
Number
so
one.
He's going to work on that, and it's unique for us to enter the league at this time. So in the future, there'll be some sort of a draft, when new teams enter the league. So we're lucky to be entering the league at this time when everyone's fair game. So hopefully he cherry picks and goes after the best players, and it starts with the quarterback. So he'll be here on Tuesday at the not the Name the Team event, but the open house event. He'll be here where folks can ask him those questions, and he can have those conversations. At least give us some updates on where he's at with that process.
And Jaworski will be in the house. Right. Colston will be in the house. Vermeil not in the house.
Vermeil not in the house.
Okay.
I think he's a little dedicated to some behind the scenes things that he's doing with the Eagles now that they're having some success now. So he won't be here, unfortunately.
Well, my mother-in-law will be in the house. That's all I can tell you. What do you mean her?
As an expansion team, George, and I don't know if this question is best suited for you, but I'll ask it anyway. As an expansion team in this league, do you build to win right away? Do you target free agents that are maybe a little bit on the younger side? And, hey, year one may not be the best. Year two will grow. Year three is where we'll really maybe kind of explode. How do you approach it from an expansion standpoint, even though, the rest of the pool of free agency is out there like Philly would expect to win next year, the fan base. Right. Albany, there may be a little bit of time.
Yeah, no, we have no desire to have patience for winning. So the goal here is to win immediately, and that's coach's expectation as well. So when he's building a team for the now and for the long term.
Okay.
I got to ask you about the Cleveland situation, because the Times Union ran a story on the Cleveland team taking a couple of years absence. I think some people may have looked at that. Oh, they're not having success in Cleveland and they're dropping out of the Arena Football League. That is really not the case.
That is not the case. They suspended operations due to renovations on Quicken Loans Arena, the arena they play out of. So the only events that will happen there will be the Cleveland Cavalier games for the next 2 years. They're even halting concerts and some of their main entertainment acts to come through there because of the renovations that they're doing. So they're suspending operations for 2 years. But we feel that there could be an announcement in the next couple of weeks here where there is potentially another team entering the league for this current season as well that will get the league back to 6. And we know the expansion efforts that are happening for next season as well. So
and Cleveland comes back in 2 years.
Cleveland comes back in 2 years on top of all that.
Yeah,
correct.
So that's don't take that the wrong way. Like, oh boy, it's not working in Cleveland. It's working just fine. This has everything to do with the renovations of the arena,
exactly,
and that's the reason. All right, but how about where do we send those listening to our show right now that? Okay, I need tickets. I want to get tickets. It's the holiday season. I'm going to get season tickets for, the family. What's the best way to do that right now? Right. Outside of showing up Tuesday for the event from 5 to 8.
Yeah, we'd love everyone to show up for Tuesday, and you can actually register for the event on Tuesday at albany.afl.com. And if you can't make it out on Tuesday, that's not a problem. You can also just go to albany.afl.com as well, and you can register there. Or I have actually a full staff on board now, too. So if you want to call the offices, you can call the offices at 518-533-2200. That's 518-533-2200. And our ticket sales folks will be on staff to help you out as well if you're interested.
All good, man. I can't wait for Tuesday. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It will be. We're looking forward to it as well.
And we'll be doing our Everything Goes According to Plan, our Sportscast Live from the Times Union Center. And their biggest thing is getting that field, right?
That's right.
That's a whole other process.
That's a whole other process that a lot of people think you just show up and the guys are there.
Oh, there's the field.
Right. There's a lot more behind it.
Yeah. George, keep up the great work. Thanks for a few minutes.
Thank you so much.
That's George Manias, the VP of Business Operations for the Arena Football League.